Hi there, good morning or afternoon or an evening depending on when you're watching, but I'm videoing this in the morning. So I've made this card out of a new stamp set that you can earn free with a £300 purchase. So if you have a few friends round, they all order, you can put it together, you'll be the host and you get this stamp set free. Now there it is. It's a lovely stamp set. It's got like a knitted, so you can have just the deer, but then it's got like a knitted jumper, and that's what you end up with. And so has the season and the candles. It's lovely, lovely stamp set. And I like the small Merry Christmas. That just went perfectly on there. So let me show you how I've made it, because I've done a couple of techniques. So let's show you. So I've used one of my base cards that I purchased. This is 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, and obviously scored in half. Then what you need is a piece of whisper white, and the whisper white is cut at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay, and that's what I'm going to stamp on. So I've got the one with the cardigan on. Got black memento. Put things away again. Got them in my hand. Cherry cobbler. And then there's the other stamp. Right, so let's do the black. This is black memento ink. I'm trying to do early, and I'm trying to do it with no light, because I've done that in the center so that you don't try and get shadows. That's that one. Now when you do this one, I've discovered, because where's my sample? There it is. When I did a sample one, can you see that I didn't quite get it right? But what I learned the other day, I'm hoping it'll work. Oh, I've got it all over there, look. Let's just get a baby wipe. I don't want to spoil my card by getting a great big smudge on it, especially with cherry cobbler. Right, so what you've got to do, and I'm hoping I can do it without, no, I think I needs to be quite near me. I did it a little bit to the right, and then I'm not sure if this is going to work, because I can't see it unless I get my head right in there. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Wow, so I've got it all there, but I quite like that. I quite like that it's not perfect. It's a handmade card. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Now, here's where the fun comes. Your trimmer. So if that's 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, that means that you need to cut these. So 3 1/2 is 4/8. So it means that one of these has got to be 1 1/8, 1 1/8, and 1 2/8. Do you agree? So I did the 1 2/8. I think I did that for the legs. So let's do it for the antlers. I did it so that I got something in the picture, which is quite easy with the body. There you go. Okay, so that's what you've got. So your designer series paper I cut at 3 3/4, so you've got a border going round. And then what I did was I put it in and I put that on it just giving it a very small border. So there you go. Okay, so if you want, you can say, right, the 1 1/8, you can do it to 1 3/8. Give it a 1 millimeter border both ends. We can do it like this, and you can actually choose and see. And that one, look, might be a bit too big, so just move it up slightly and just take a smidging off, and then there you go, that's better. Right, we'll to make sure it all fits. So what should, so it fits a lot better because there you go. Right, that's that bit. Now, to get my sentiment like that, what I did was I took the Merry Christmas. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, doesn't matter. Merry Christmas, and I used the cherry cobbler out of the Regals, and I used the pear pizzazz because that's what I'm going to do these leaves in that I've just said, oh, I've forgotten, and they're in the subtles. So what you do is you get a scrap of Whisper White, get the thick ends because they've got 2 ends. And what I did was I just coloured them in. So I coloured the Merry in the green and the Christmas in the cherry cobbler. Okay, let's make sure it works. There you go, perfect. Put the lids back on. Notice the noise, and that means you've put them on properly. Then I took this tiny label punch and just punched that out. Okay. Then I decided I wanted a border to go with the border that I've used for the card, but I didn't have, we don't have any punches really that are quite small. So what I did was I cut a strip that is about 1 1/8 long. What I did, I put it in and I positioned it so it's like, so it's at all these points. Cut it out, and then I've got this lovely shape and it fits on there perfectly. So with our punches, you can do a lot more with them than just the original shape. That's, you know, obviously they're designed to go with some stamps, but for this purpose I just needed, and I think that fits perfectly. Now what I've forgotten is all the greenery round, as you can see. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to bring these back in, put them together like that, bring in the stamp and the pear pizzazz. Okay, there's always a way around things. And then what I did, it's the leaves from the stamp set. I just went around and I 2-stepped. Oops. Let's see, move it around a bit. And it just works. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to stick all those. The antlers, I think, are going on that one. And if you position it, if you stick it on and you think, oh, that's too much of a border, you can always trim some off after you've glued it on. So there you go. See, that one has got a much smaller border, which actually I quite like, than that one and that one. But we're not playing with it now. We won't do it now. So the other side of this DSP is really cute with these gloves. Don't know if anybody's seen the gloves dies. They're really cute. So that's the middle. I don't want the middle. I'll have the feet. So I'm going to put the feet body. I'm just lining it up and leaving a little border. Whoops. And that's why the Tombow is good, because you can move it around, which is always good, so you're happy. And then this, I just used a few dimensionals. Oh, before I stick it on, actually. Well, no, actually it wasn't. I thought it needed something, so that's why I use the I'm using a little bit of this edge. That's why I use the sequins. So I took some of the mini gold sequins and I just kind of folded it and said, yeah, that's how much I want, and I cut it. And that is actually about 13 centimeters. Okay, so I stuck it on there. And then this goes over like that. And there it is. I now have another 2 Christmas cards. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that project. If you want to know how to have a party, if you want me to help you, you can do it online, you can do it at your house, you can do it at your community centre. If you've got lots and lots of friends, message me and let me know. Take care, everybody. Bye.